So you schedule it and then start it.
Well, it started out.
Alright.
I didn't mean to schedule it, but it's doing it every time. Just to make sure I'm live before it. Okay. We are
Okay.
live. So, good morning. Welcome back to the Collective. September 18th. The month's flying by. Mostly attributed to the bad price action. It honestly has felt like we've done nothing this month in terms of trading. Like the first week of the month is good. Second week slower. A lot of break evens that week. This week, one trade. This week.
Waiting for FOMC all week, but now that it's passed, we got from the open last night, we got a 250 point move.
Which could totally be against us. As in, we've used up all of that movement. I was on the charts last night. Only up until we took the high there. So this was all-time highs. We took all-time highs in, I think it was still Asia session. London session. So London session opens, takes the high, trades lower. I didn't actually look, but I'm just going to assume it traded to an hourly gap. Okay, hourly gap. I could just mark that out for the sake of it. All right, hourly gap, then we deliver to above all-time highs and get an expansion leg. Cool.
Yeah, so considering that the day opened and just expanded immediately, if for the bullish scenario, I don't want to see us trade lower than where we just traded to, because any lower would be engulfing like 75% of that move.
Yeah.
We do have an SMT with the current low of day with YM.
Oh yeah, with low of day.
Yeah.
Also, I guess London low SMT then too.
Yeah, London low SMT.
Yes.
Right, all that. So I don't want to see a move lower. I'd like to see this hourly fair value gap and order block hold, and then start to deliver off that SMT, and then for a continuation higher.
The only wick of my hourly order block got traded to.
Yeah. Bearish scenario, obviously the 15-minute would hold, and we'd get another leg lower.
Yeah, that's
so if we get that, then
that's kind of what I'm looking at.
We head back to the opening price.
I'm looking at that because it's the more recently formed structure, and I do like the session lows because we've been all up overnight, straight up. So taking London's high, internal SMT, yes, at the pre-market buy side here. What time was that at actually? Yeah, right at 8:30, we're manipulating the high, right? I'm expecting, for me at least, 9:30 to 10, and 10 on to expand below London low. What did I say? Yeah, if we were, in my notes I said if we were running higher aggressively through this 15-minute imbalance in the breaker, then yeah, that's my bias right there, but I'd flip it.
Yeah, so I don't want YM to start flipping like right away here on open.
So you're bullish first.
Well, I'm just, yeah, until let's see, well, because yeah, we do have SMT at the highs. I just don't want to be trying to pick the top at all-time highs, because YM took all-time highs last night as well.
YM's got really good lows too.
But there is SMT there.
The equal lows?
Like the relative equal lows?
On the 15-minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, there's an SMT there. So I was just, because, NQ took that with that rejection off that daily gap yesterday.
So yes, take it too.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at open here in a second. I want to watch this one. If it just aggressively sells off, obviously I missed the move. What I want is it to wick into this imbalance. We wick up into the 15-minute, into the breaker. It'd be preferred. So what you're hearing is us have a little bit of a different bias. I'm wanting the shorts. He's wanting longs. And I think they're both equally as good. We just need to see what we do in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll have.
I'll be waiting
bias.
until 10 a.m. to see how this 4-hour candle prints, because as of now, it's bearish. Obviously, we have SMT at the highs, so if we start to displace lower and inverse these hourly gaps, then I would expect us to continue flushing.
Okay.
Especially YM's move off the highs. It got a really strong move.
So, in line with that, I expect YM to take those equal lows, those relative equal lows. ES is almost at London low. NQ, I still like taking London's low as a draw. We have internal SMT right here. I should mark it out. But I'm not jumping the gun yet. I don't trade right after open. So I'm just watching. I did kind of want this 15-minute breaker traded to, and a bit deeper in that imbalance, the fair value gap there, the 15-minute. Oh damn it! But I scheduled it so the thing's messed up. The thumbnail's not the right one.
Oh, it's just
It's just showing the screen here,
yeah.
which isn't bad. Like it's not like I didn't use the same color palette as the other thumbnails, so it's still good.
Yeah.
43 trading days live streamed. Well, more like 41. We had two days where we had 2 streams. So okay, so here's what I'm looking at. If we were able to inverse the lower 5-minute here, you could say 15-minute, but it's really high up. If we got really good long structure, I'd consider it, but it needs to be invalidating what I was looking at for short structure. And what I wanted was this move into the breaker here. Like for me personally, just because I am more bearish, this isn't my area where I expect it to reverse, but if he expects it to reverse here, I'm going to view it from that perspective while we're on the buy side, but also keep my short idea in mind. But like if you expected it to reverse here, you wouldn't so much care about the 5-minute here and the breaker and all of that, right? So if you can come to that conclusion with your analysis, then I think this is your trade. It'll be longs.
I just want to see how this 50-minute reacts first before I jump the gun, because YM's continuing to sell off. It did just take some equal lows, which is nice. On the 5-minute chart, some equal lows left from the, what is that? Yesterday, actually.
Okay, so NQ taking that inverse 15-minute from London session. No, just early AM, early New York AM.
We traded to the hourly breaker, or hourly change in state.
Yes,
for potential shorts.
Hourly change in state and 15-minute breaker and 15-minute inversion fair value gap and the premium of the move here. This consequent encroachment, or this 50% is the equilibrium. This trade's pretty simple for me. If I get my my entry model to London's low, that's it. Yeah, actually, you need to tell me if it's done.
What are you looking for? Just a displacement leg or something? Okay. If we can work our way up into the upper end of this 50-minute and get the hourly close bullish, like a pretty bullish close, I would look to take a 10 a.m. continuation. going on here?
Oh, crack a window is what I'm saying. Okay.
So as of now, we're delivering off that 1 minute change in state off the SMT. We also have internal SMT with ES at that low there after open. Or on open, I should say.
I have got what I want to see outlined. I know I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for. It's this inverse in the 5 minute. But I would have preferred if this move was completed without many wicks. We do have wicks in both directions. It's kind of like overlapped here. So if we get the displacement here, then I'll have to, use like a 5 minute imbalance if we form that, or the inversion, I guess. Currently, still expecting it to reverse here. So I guess if I get proven wrong, then I can flip my bias to being bullish. Like you can understand why there's the bullish bias, right? Everybody can understand that. I can understand it. I just had a preference. All right, we are in this discount hourly imbalance. Do have SMT of London's low. All I need to see for the confirmed bullish bias is a displacement leg off of this internal SMT, and then that's that for that.
Yeah, we still have no first presented for value gap. No for value gap on any time frame.
Still hovering right at equilibrium. That's what I'm watching. Oops. I should have just taken it on the 1 second. I'm watching the 1 second. There was a trade on the 1 second chart. God damn. Did hop in there on the 3 minute change in state. Three-minute change in state was the trade here. That's what I took. Break even at these SMT lows. Right there. 'The 5 minute close too. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's good. There's 5 minute order block.
Great. Okay, actually, you should delete this SMT. It's no longer there. So, I guess I'll be going to break even. Well, it'd actually be when NQ takes its internal low. I was going to say if ES does, but NQ's currently being more bearish than ES here.
There's an internal low.
So at break even there, holding for London low. That's just my draw. So we shall see if it's met. It'll be a decent trade. Or I guess a caution would be if ES takes London's low. But I think targeting this session south side is a good idea. We go to the, what is this? The 4-hour chart. Do you have that 4-hour imbalance down there that we did just tick? All right, it's not by much.
So ES just took London's low.
Yeah.
I mean, don't really expect it to reverse. I'd expect it to trade lower.
Yeah, definitely looking at NQ to try and trade to London's low. Yeah, so just holding. I don't like. Here's the thing: I could partial, but if I expect it to just obliterate the sell side on NQ2, then why would I partial? Right, at a 2R, I'm at partial, whatever that is. The trade's about a 3R. But in my opinion, we're looking at ES here. Pretty darn bearish. It is trading into a kind of key sell side though. We do see it putting in an equal low here with what is this sell side? Kind of an overnight session sell side from yesterday. Is that Asia's low? No, it's a low in Asia. Okay. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a break-even trade now. It's pretty characteristic of this month to have a lot of break-even trades. So, as much as I believe in the trade, I'm going off of how my trading's been this month, and a lot of break-evens. But I'm not a one-to-one taker. Got a little 1 minute fair value gap. And that does not happen. That's not the first percent of fair value gap, but it is the first fair value gap with good displacement. The other one was kind of shallow. So ES is approaching right back again the equal low there. Just took it. Obviously at NQ you want follow through too. Right, NQ's got this little low with this hourly imbalance. Or no. That's not even relevant. Okay, I took 50% off right there. So the reasoning for the 50%, we reached into this. Oh, I should pull up on this chart. There's this low right here. These lows. Obviously, we're close to that London session low. We do have the S&T there currently. ES is taking it. That's not the biggest factor in the trade though. I will be at London Low TP, which will be my final TP. I'll be netting 2R on the day. I ended up only doing 4 contracts, so if I go off of risk, 4 contracts was like there. That's a 2.86. So I guess I'm missing out on almost a full R by partialing where I did, but that's security in my opinion. So yeah, again, the partial is a safety thing for me. Obviously, when you're in a trade, you believe in it going to a level. That's what the take profit is. It's at a level where I think we would trade. Really confident in London's low. Actually, I would even say that we go lower. But here's the thing: I don't want to hold lower. I get my 2R. That's my trade. That's my day.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe nobody's watching the live stream. The analysis clearly pointed out that I was looking for shorts. I said I'm expecting it to reverse right at equilibrium here. So if you were watching and you took any of our advice, you know that it's either at equilibrium we were going to reverse and go to London's low, or we'd run it and then there would be a long opportunity. But that's just like the way we trade. That's just like if this happens, then right. That's how we trade. So we have a very, very big 5-minute closure there, and we opened a new 15-minute candle a few minutes ago. Obviously, what I'm noting is that we have S&T at London's low, and we are currently rejecting, but it doesn't make sense if you catch my drift. It doesn't make sense to go all the way back up to here. So that's why the break even's there. I'd say August is pretty weird for price action. Or September, sorry. Like so
That's
far.
That's a weird move.
I said it's been pretty weird, where it's taken me out of break even a lot after the first partial.
Well, we're trading into a 3-minute gap, which is as high as I'd want to see it go.
Yeah, no, like honestly, I think I'm gonna have to adjust how I'm trading this month. If I'm taking a partial at a 2R, I should be just taking it all off. Just with, well, obviously what I'm seeing off that trade. Okay, so I'm only up 1R, which is a bit unfortunate because that was 3 candles that, reversed my entire idea. Okay, so there's the break even. That's fine. We'll take it.
Okay, so we SMT London's low with ES. SMT with low a day with YM. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to hold based on that hourly, if it was going to close below that hourly gap. But now that it's still holding, I mean, longs are still on the table.
You know, taking that partial saved me. I did say I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold all of London's low, but then off the S&T, you get a little bit skeptical, right? And partials are always good at 2 hours. So that's where the partial came in, and it saved me in a sense that I am up a good amount today. Like I'm up what I would risk on a trade, which is fine. I'm not done trading. That's the thing. I think there can still be a trade. Now, for shorts, it does seem out of the picture now. See, I'd like to know when you close a trade off of S&T. Because ES took London's low there. So if I closed all of it there, I would have missed out on another 50 points.
Yeah.
So I don't like closing on S&T, especially if you expect the one to deliver. I expected NQ to deliver to it. That hourly candle just looks weird now. What?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to take a long, I'd want to see for sure this 15-minute order block get formed. And then look to trade a continuation of that. If we get like if we get the 15-minute order block, and then we get a retracement into like the 3-minute, and then expansion off that, I would take that.
I feel slightly gypped on the trade a bit. There's a 5-minute order block that we're technically holding. Let me look at this quick. 5-minute fair value gap as well. Huh. In 5 minutes, we could totally be back down at that sell side. And that would close the hourly very bearish. ES, I would say, still has that lower objective of Asia low. Maybe not a fully obvious objective, though. Let's see here. Pretty much feels like longs if we deliver. I should go to the 1 minute here. Feels like longs if we deliver from this imbalance. If we run through it, I think we're taking Asia's or London's low on NQ. That's the analysis there.
I want to see this 3-minute holds. This will clear things up. If this 3-minute just gets ran off this internal SMT, but it seems like an unnecessary. That up move seems unnecessary.
Slightly an unnecessary up move. Does happen to just trade to my break even though. Not take that swing high and then sell off. So
yeah, they put SMT in there with YM.
At the low, at the high,
at the highs.
Oh yeah. It's way harder to trade. Like it's like I can't even get into a short position to have that the rest of the position fulfilled. Can't even get into it unless of course I entered now with the difference in my old fill price to now and then put it at the, like, I don't know. Seems unrealistic for me. I don't want to do that. Like, definitely seems like it would reverse and go higher because we invalidated most of that price. Like, I mean, we did hold the 5-minute order block in fair value, but on the 1 minute, it looks like it would go higher. But that's exactly what it is a look. It's not really based on my analysis. So 2 minutes here. That was a big candle.
These candles are big, hey? Like that 3-minute up candle was 80 points.
I know. I felt it. I had 80 points of profit with 2 micros, and it snagged them all. It's a lot. Like, that is a lot of comeback. Okay, so part of me is expecting super crappy conditions now. Of course, the people that I see on Instagram are taking the same trade, but they're on a lower time frame and they're taking it all off before versus. Gosh. So just kind of hesitating around where I think we'll close the hourly here, which is, again, S&P at London's low, and we're holding the imbalances. So it does seem like a pretty freaking bullish bias. But I think your trade for the bullish scenario is right now. Are you thinking of taking this?
Yeah.
It'd be at 10. It'd be off this up move right now. I think seeing that fail at that low there is definitely making me good with taking this here. Just this close on the 1 minute.
Yeah, we'll have that 15-minute order block.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see us trade into there.
Literally just in 25 seconds. If we close here, I'll be in.
Yeah, I'll take that 3-minute order block. Closes at 10.
What's ES doing right now? Finger slip. So ES is looking also good. We're in there, I think, both of us.
Yes. Yeah, in there.
So, again, the reason for the trade. We look at the hourly. We see that the hourly change in state, we traded into it, failed to deliver, as in it put the S&P in and then reversed, which is grounds for reversal. Like flipping bias as well. Then we have this up leg, trade into something that could be classified as bearish, but then hold the bullish side of it and get the confirmation. So that's the entry. Right, and like this is what you would consider a very good trade. This is a 3 minutes USD.
Now targets. I don't really know. I get like it's tough to say.
I think generally I'd like to be at break even once we take this internal high, but is pretty hard to be at break even. Build price is not good enough for that. It'd have to get above this internal high for a break even. And I'm holding it all to this, I guess, all-time highs.
I mean, like I put some standard deviations on here, but I don't use as much, so I think I'll just do all-time highs.
It's very unfortunate because I've got less confidence in this trade than the short, but I think that's because I had the short bias first. So it's not that this is a bad trade; it's that I was just bearish first. It's definitely, it feels a bit different as a trade. I'm going to break even because my break even's at a really good price right there. And if we traded to where it is, then I'd feel pretty scared about the trade in general. I will hit a 1.6 R at the high there. So just letting this play out.
I'm going to go to break even once we take that. What high is that? Just the pre-market high before the buy side.
Why I'm starting to reverse too? You're talking about these right here?
Yeah, I'll go to break even there.
Those little smooth baby highs. What I would expect is there to be, oh, sorry, maybe not expect, but what I would want is for there to be little resistance within here. Within this 15-minute inverse fair value gap. You know, if we, this is not hindsight, it's foresight. If we rejected right off of this, so what am I marking out? I need this one. If we rejected right off of that constant encroachment, that'd be horrible. So I want to see us close through it aggressively. So after FOMC, I mean, we could totally be clearing up the price action because although we left my TP, understandable because there was SMT, and it does look like a very good market maker model. So the truth will be, we'll find out if it's good price action if we run this high out on NQ quick, no hesitation, and ES doesn't mess around as well. Obviously, NQ is going to take it first. It's the more bullish one. How many points is that? An extra 37 points on my trade. How about I set a TP? Why was it not there?
Yeah, we want this to be quick because so the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle after the excuse me, after the SMT was put in, we got the 15-minute change in state, which would confirm that SMT.
We're at your break-even level soon?
Yeah. Which is after the SMT. So that low has been confirmed prior to 10 a.m. So we want 10 a.m. to just open and expand and not hesitate, which so far has been good. So I actually went to break even there. Just because we
you said actually like it was a surprise.
Well, we didn't take the high there yet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But we're so close that I'm at break even. Okay, there we took it. I'm not gonna take a partial because that's I don't even think that's a 1-to-1 yet.
The trade for me, the trade in full is 1.6R. How many contracts did you go?
I'm in 3.
I was in 3.
Yeah. Well, so my fill was kind of bad because I initially wanted the 3 minute change in state tap, like the 3 minute order block out of the 3 minute to get tapped.
Oh, so you kind of waited a
So I
second.
waited a second just to see if we get a retracement, and we didn't get it. So then I got filled at 701. No, 700. Yeah, 700. Pretty much 701. So I got filled a little bit worse. Actually, I was a little higher than that, and then I added on when we retraced. So, yeah, the size was, and each contract is quite a bit of risk. So it's not like I
Good
can.
volume right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how I'm managing my position since I've got a good fill. I did partial just a little bit at this internal high here. And then obviously the rest is going to the confident draw on liquidity, which is right here. So actually the MNQ chart and the NQ chart are different. On MNQ, we have, I'll mark out the wick. That wick is up there. On NQ, right? It's not there. So, interesting. Very interesting. I think the only reason I did a little bit of a partial here is because on the other side of the range, in the shorts, I got a little bit cooked on the runner. So taking the partial saved me. Could have been two really big trades today. The only problem was if I just needed to close it all here. Would have been a very nice sized day. But like, how many points did we leave London low by? It's probably quite a bit. Yeah, 12.5 points. Like, let's just say I took it off at the exact low. Okay. So, you know what's funny? We managed to both be right.
Yeah. Well, I'll quickly after this. Well, I hope this goes and just follows through here.
So remember how I said NQ doesn't have that massive wick on your 1 minute?
Oh yeah.
It's not got that wick where your buy side's marked that.
Okay.
It's right there.
Okay, I'm out there. It ticked it actually on mine. It just did. Oh, it didn't. Fell just short. But yeah, I'm out there for just over 1 hour.
What'd you make?
Just over 1 hour.
Which is
Like 390.
yeah. I would have made 390 if I didn't partial there.
So only reason I didn't want shorts is because the day it opened, traded 10 points lower, and then expanded 250 points. So that's an ideal scenario for shorts, right? If you're looking for shorts, you want to see a small opposing run and then the expansion.
Or if you know how the market's priced, you could just do both legs of the move, the
Yeah.
manipulation and the expansion.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I didn't expect it to go lower than London's low if it didn't take London's low with displacement.
Yeah.
I was like, it's gonna take London's low. That's why I'm taking it all off there. But if it's gonna like displace through it, then I could see potentially us going lower. ES could trade to Asia's low or whatever. But then I'm like, it's not the best sell side though. So yeah, that's honestly, might as well end the live stream.
Caught the second stage distribution of the market maker sell model, and then caught the first stage reaccumulation of the buy model. Back to that.
Technically the second stage. Technically the second. You would consider this the first. You would consider the actual this entry as the first, and then you're looking at like now.
I guess, yeah.
Now you're trading into equilibrium.
Sorry, I was counting that as the entry, like altogether. It was just that whole that V shape
Oh, okay.
price leg as the whole thing. But yeah, you're right.
Just technically, just if you look at the first initial expansion leg off of the smart money reversal, then you get the retracement. That's the first stage distribution, and then you get the second kind of like entry once you're trading up above the equilibrium price. So,
The 1 minute gap got traded to, so that would be the second stage accumulation.
yes, right there. That's when I went to break even.
Yes.
No, sorry, that's where my break even was. I went to break even once it delivered.
Yeah. Well, and the reason I felt comfortable going to break even there once we took that high and I didn't expect a retracement to the 5 minute gaps was because, like I outlined earlier, the 9 o'clock hourly candle paired with the 4 hour 6 a.m. candle were both reversal candles. So you want to see 10 a.m. open and expand. So the lowest I wanted to see price trade to was the 3 minute change in state and not deep into it, just kind of wick it and then expand. So once we traded into that 1 minute gap and then started expanding away from there, I was confident that that was the low and that we wouldn't see higher or lower. Sorry, we wouldn't see lower. That was a pretty decent delivery.
I was saying that. I was like, I really liked it delivered it, nice and crisp. Because we haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, that was nice. So where is actually the high on your chart there?
The other high.
Okay. So I got filled, I'd say close to there.
You got filled at that price. When I looked at over and you executed, it was the highest it was.
Let's see.
That high's at, what price is that high at?
So the high that I have on MNQ is at 24,766. And the high that you have on your chart is at 24,762.75, and I got filled at 762 flat. So pretty much the same thing.
Well, we're green on the week now.
Yeah.
One losing trade. Now we're up today, so netting about 1 hour. It's under 1 hour. It's like 0.8 hour on the week, but percent's a percent.
Yep.
Wait, no, it's not a percent. 0.5% to 0.5%.
Geez, last week I had 2 break-even trades, 1 winning trade, and 2 no trade days. Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry, that's
right.
Yeah.
Looking at it right
And
now.
then this week I've had Monday, Tuesday no trades, Wednesday break even, Thursday win.
You should just post that. That's a pretty clean chart.
Yeah.
It's just all your winning trades happen to be 1-to-1s though.
Actually, no, they're more, but the sizing, like I it seems like all these trades I'd go into like it'd be like 280 risk. So I'm a contract short, which would make it like an hour and a half, I think. Because they're over a 1-to-1, but just by a little bit like of what I want to be risking. But I tend to risk just under what I actually want to risk.
I think if you ended up in a position where it said negative, like you lose 350, whatever you risk,
Yeah.
you end up trailing anyway.
Well, actually, that's what this trade was. This trade was 350.
You end up trailing.
Yeah.
Like you trail the stop loss, and then it says 2, whatever. So it's like
This trade I was risking the full 350 because I added. My fill just wasn't super good.
like if you entered and instantly got stopped at, you'd be down 350, but because you got it and were able to.
Yeah.
I'm doing my trade recap for Twitter right
I'm
now.
also gonna do that.
I mean, we can end the live stream honestly. Like we're
not trading anymore. Back at all-time highs.
I'm not gonna trade anymore. All time highs, exactly.
So, back at all-time highs. Let it do its thing.
Oh, we're getting some views on my posts again. 202 FOMC banger called live. 202 views.
There we go.
1 repost.
He's talking right now.
I'm very glad Trump's talking now. Once I'm done.
You know the tweet that I had pinned on my profile in the live stream link.
Yeah.
It is currently sitting at 1,000 views. It just cracked 1,000 views actually today, probably. Because
Well, why don't we have the freaking 1,000 viewers in the live stream?
I don't know.
God damn. So
We'll have to do a collective recap on the collective Twitter as well. Because we both took separate trades. Well, sorry, same trade, but then you took a different trade.
I know. It's just yeah. I wish I could just take all. I wish I didn't have to reformat the information.
Yeah.
Cause you do it once and you have to do it again. Like, I'm almost at 90. Oh, that's following. Was that?
I've
was that
been
$90?
like gaining decent. Like it's been like one every like 2 days,
Oh, but
which is better than what it was before. Before it
I'll
was
look at that.
maybe one a month.
Well, if you're watching the live stream, please actually look up the Collective NQ, the Twitter, and go to it. We have more followers. It'd be nicer. Be a little bit more, like, inspired. I'd say to do the content on it.
Get in early for the extreme values provided.
I would say so. Start dropping more and more.
I also actually, so I had the standard deviation marked out of the retracement leg into the 3 minute gap, just because the leg that delivered the smart money reversal was so large. Once we traded to the standard deviation -1, which is like that reaccumulation, it lined up with that buy side.
1.5.
Yeah, it landed with that buy side. So I ended up just I trailed my stop loss aggressively, and then I ended up just taking the highs anyway. So it worked out.
Well, I'm pretty excited to do a trade recap and combat the.
Honestly, looking at the 15-minute, we're probably gonna form a 15-minute gap here. ES inverse stits 15-minute gap. This is gonna continue higher.
I know.
This is it's just like I don't know where to take it to other than standard deviations, but that's fine. I took my piece of the pie.
Took your pieces of pie.
My piece of the pie, yeah.
We're just trading crumbs, you know that.
Okay, well, I took a crumb then.
We got one Saskatoon berry. Oh boy, it's sweet.
Yeah, this looks good. To continue.
Okay, if I wasn't, this is hindsight. If I was up on the week, what I'm up today, I'd be up $3,000.
What do you mean? If you're up on the week?
If I was up on the week, what I was up today, I'd be up $3,000.
Oh, you're talking without the loss?
Yeah, I took a 1 hour loss yesterday. If I didn't have that, I'd be up $3,000.
Yeah.
On the week, which is not horrible. It is a $2,900 win today, though.
I'm actually gonna draw out the standard deviations of that large move lower, the short that you caught.
Guys, look outside. Holy shit. What do we got here? Frost and fog.
Cool. So winter's here.
No, fall's here.
Summer's gone. Summer didn't even come this year.
It came.
Not for long.
In part, it came. On and off. Red folder news was the unemployment claims. Was it unemployment claims again?
Yeah.
Had that every week.
I think it is a weekly thing.
I don't remember it being.
I'm like 90% sure it's a weekly.
Now it is.
Unemployment. Yeah, it's a weekly thing. Well, because I was on the homepage of the Forex Factory. If I can figure out how to get back there.
You have week over week.
Wait, right here. U.S. unemployment insurance weekly claims. But yeah. Okay, trader cap. We'll probably just end the stream, eh?
Yeah, we can.
Well, we're done. We should be clanking away on the keyboards.
Well, not a single person tuned in. It is an hour live stream. Okay, we'll end it here. I think it's a very fine place to end it. Hopefully you found our analysis insightful and could learn something. But we'll catch you tomorrow. It's Friday. Can't believe it's Friday. One more day of the week only? God, that's kind of scary.
Yeah,
It's scary because there's one more week after this.
and September's done.
Is it actually not after one more week? It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Gotta calm down.
Yeah.
calm down here. It's not 1 week till September's done. There's still time. There's time in the month. And if every day was like today, I think there'd be opportunity in the market. Pretty easy to, discern long or short. I've actually, this is something I want to say before I end the live stream. I've never, off the top of my head, taken a short and then flipped biases completely and taken a long and won it.
Yeah, that was good.
Most of the time in the past, when you're developing as a trader, I'm talking about like the last 2 years. If I take a short,
Oh, we're dumping off that high.
yeah, if I take a short, it gets stopped out and I flip into a long. It's usually a bad flip. But today I maintained that short bias until it proved that it was bullish. Then I took the high quality long. Because if it would have continued down, I would have still been bearish. So I flipped when it made sense to. So the only flip biases with you need to have like outlined criteria to flip a bias. Today it hit all of those. Yeah, I had enough criteria that formed an A+ model and market conditions as well. So that's all I gotta say. There's some sauce. All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Hopefully you guys can see this live stream, watch it after it's uploaded. It won't be uploaded, but after it's posted on our channel under the live tab. Hopefully you can watch it. And yeah, see you tomorrow.